So it's my great pleasure to have this opportunity to introduce the School of Science in Tianjin University, and also the program for master and the graduate and PhD student for the chemistry major. My name is TJU. I'm from Department of Chemistry. So the School of Science in Tianjin University was built up in 1946, sometime later than the beginning of the Tianjin University. But you can see actually until now the School of Science has a history of more than 70 years. So the School of Science located in the new campus, which is in the building 32, and that's the landmark building for the new campus. You can see this special arc shape, and students also call it the closing building. And the School of Science is almost one of the biggest school in Tianjin University. Now we have two departments, which is Department of Physics and the Department of Chemistry. We have almost 500 undergraduate students and more than 400 postgraduate students. And in the chemistry department, we have almost 100 faculty members, and for the physics, it's almost 70. And this number are also are expanding in recent years. So both chemistry major and the physics major is very famous both in China and worldwide. You can see actually for the ranking, the chemistry major ranked top 1,000 in the worldwide, and the physics major is ranked top 1% worldwide. And for both chemistry and the physics major, our study almost cover all the direction in modern chemistry and physical science. We have very great teaching capability. You can see this national-wide textbook used by almost all the university in China, and this textbook are published by Tianjin University Chemistry Department, including organic chemistry, inorganic, physical chemistry, and analytical chemistry. And the teaching team in the chemistry major is well recognized in China. Some of the teaching professors, they win the National Excellent Award, and some of them win the Tianjin City Excellent Award. And for since very early time, Tianjin University, the chemistry major, have started the English teaching the teaching in English. For the chemistry major, the organic chemistry, inorganic, and analytical physical chemistry, and the instrumental and the chemical experiment are now have the English version. And for the physics department, and the teaching in English is going on as well. And the School of Science also provides excellent laboratory training condition for the student. And you can see this is the picture for the lab in chemistry and physics major. And the laboratory center in the chemistry department is the national teaching center for the chemistry, which is is an excellent teaching condition. For the scientific research, the School of Science has two key laboratories. One is the Tianjin Key Laboratory of Molecular Optical Electronic Science, and the other one is the Tianjin Key Laboratory for Low-Dimensional Material Physics and Processing Technology. The first one belongs to the chemistry, and the second one belongs to the physics. And you can see we have excellent research facility and instrument. And for each year, the School of Science gain many research funding from such like the National Natural Science Foundation of China and the Ministry of Science and Technology in China, and also Tianjin government. And basically, for each year, we can get more than 30 million Chinese yuan research funding. And by this funding, and also by the effort of our faculty and the graduate students, we get a very good academic record. Each year, we publish more than 300 SCI paper, and more than 100 paper are published in the high impact journal worldwide. And we have a great research team, And some of them are very famous scholars. For example, the dean of the School of Science, Professor Geng, is a distinguished young scholar in China. This is a very like a prestigious scholar award. And Professor Zhang and Professor Yao, they are the member of Chinese Academy of Science, and also Professor Hu and Professor Li. They are also the distinguished young scholar of China. And for the chemistry, now I'm going to introduce you to the chemistry master's program and PhD program. I have to emphasize that the master and the PhD program for chemistry, all the training are in English. So our chemistry and master PhD program provide the top class training for graduate students to develop their independent innovation capability and skill for academic communication and spirit of collective cooperation in chemistry research. So our students will become highly qualified professionals in the field of chemistry. And generally, the duration from both master and the PhD program, and the study duration is 3 years. Excuse me? Okay. And the students are required to finish this dissertation for both master and the PhD program. And we have designed a list of course for the graduate student, and the students are required to finish the compulsory course in this list, including some study of the Chinese culture and Chinese language, and also the course for the chemistry major. They are all really advanced course, and students will learn a lot from this course. We also have compulsory training program for literature reading, thesis proposal, and research practice. And we also provide a list of optional course for the student with different background and requirement. In addition to the course requirement, students who need the student need additional requirement for the graduation. For the master degree, student need to get at least one paper, scientific research paper publication. And for the PhD student, the requirement is higher, which is more than 2 scientific research paper with impact factor more than 7. Actually, this requirement for master student and PhD student are the same for international student and the Chinese student. So our requirement for international student didn't decrease, and so this actually need a lot of efforts. And the international student in School of Science actually performing really good in recent years. You can see that now we have more than 30 graduate students, international graduate students from different countries, and some of them have become the research professors in their home country. Here, I give you one example. Dr. Dasisa, he joined our program in 2017, and he now has graduated with a PhD degree and become associate professor in Ethiopia. And he is the first author of the paper in Journal of Material Chemistry. You probably know this is the top journal in the chemistry and the material science. And Ms. Hira Khalid, she joined us in 2019, and she's hopefully going to graduate next year. And she has published paper in Langmu, and another paper is in revision and going to submit. And she hopefully will get her PhD degree next year. And Ms. Esther Opti from Tanzania, she joined us in 2019 as well, and she has got her master degree and already started her PhD degree studying in Tianjin University. She also got her own first author paper in physical chemistry and chemical physics, which is very good journal in chemistry and physics study. So I will spend a little bit of time talking about my own research group. And basically, if you want to join our program, you can contact the faculty members in the chemistry major. You can find their information from our website. And for myself, my research focuses on the organic, optical, electronic material and device, and we use the computational method. And we also are developing artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm for the study of chemistry and organic materials. So we have a very good team. You can see this is the team, and we have many international students. You can see almost half of them international students from like Pakistan, Ethiopia, and Peru. And they are really good. And we get a really good publication in the PNAS, angiochemie JAX, and the GPC. So here's the requirement if you want to join my group. Okay, please note this is not the requirement for the whole chemistry major. This is only for my own research group. Every professor has their own requirement. And so this for my own research group. We are the group in the physical chemistry and the chemical physics. So we need students to have good math and physical background. So if you have this kind of good background, and if you have a strong enthusiastic and fundamental science and theoretical chemistry, and you are more than welcome to join us. Please also remember that to join our group, you also need to pass the course, the theoretical course in your first year during your master degree here. And now we only accept master students, and we also encourage students who do well in their master degree to continue their PhD study in our lab. So if you are willing to join us, you can send your detailed CV, including official transcript and publication, and any other supporting material to Ms. Hira Khalid by this email, hira932@tju.edu.cn for the screening process. And we'll inform you in 1 week after receiving application email, and we'll organize an online interview. And then if you pass the interview, I'll send you the acceptance letter to support you to apply for the CSC scholarship. And if you have any other question concerning our chemistry major or chemistry graduate program, you're also more than welcome to send your email to here, and then we'll try our best to answer your questions. So welcome to join us, and welcome to join the School of Science and Chemistry major in Tianjin University. Thank you. So that's my talk, and I'm happy to answer questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for Professor Yu's impressive introduction of the School of Science. I think we can have a better understanding of this academic school. Okay, so maybe in the next part, we will invite the Professor Huang from the School of Pharmaceutical Science and Engineering, and he will show us about this academic school. Welcome.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me have the screen share with you. Yeah, can you see me on my screen there?
Yes.
Now everything all right?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me begin. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay, or hello if you are from a different time zone. Okay, welcome to the virtual open week here. I'm Ivan Wong. Okay, I'm Ivan Wong from the Pharmaceutical Science and Technology, or SPST, if you will. Okay, I'm going to give a brief introduction of our department today. But before we begin, I wish you all well and good health, especially after all we've been through over the last 3 years with COVID-19 and all that. Okay, we understand that health is our forever pursuit. And that's exactly what the PST is here for. We'd like to train pharmaceutical talents, okay, with world-class standards to contribute in the health and well-being of human nature. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
Mr. Wang, could you please turn on your camera? I think the audiences, the students would like to see you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that better? Yeah, that's me. Okay. I can see myself now. Okay. Sorry about that. Shall I continue? Compared to the School of Science, SPST is a relatively new department, okay, in Tianjin University. Our department was founded in the year 2000, okay, and we started to recruit students for the following year in 2001. Okay. We had an honorary dean, Professor Shen Jiaxiang, a member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering, okay, who passed away then in 2015, a great man, really. In 2003, we had our second dean, Professor J. Siegel, from America, okay. Very soon, our department was selected into the what we call the Network of International Center of Excellence program, or as you can see, NICE here. Network of International Center of Excellence, okay, jointly launched by the State Administration of Foreign Expert Affairs and the Ministry of Education in China. And the SPST has become one of the first 4 international demonstrations schools in China, okay. If there's only one thing or one feature that I can tell you guys about our department, the one that makes us all different from the others, I would say, is our internationalization. As a relatively new department, where we since our opening in year 2000, we've always been working on the internationalization. You can see that both of our deans, okay, our head of schools, they're very much overseas experience. Well, actually, Professor J. Siegel is actually an American, okay. But please do note that he's our first head of school appointed by the Tianjin University, non-Chinese, okay, since 1949, okay. He's the first non-Chinese head of school appointed here, okay. So you can see what we are trying to do here. We're going to make our department a world-class one. Not only that, we have the lab facilities and for teaching research, and we have our faculty members coming all over the world, okay, and administrative team, okay, working, okay, fully bilingual, okay, system, okay, which will satisfy the needs of our students as well as of our staff. And most of all, we launched a full English curriculum to all our students, from bachelor's all the way to PhD, since 2015, sorry. Okay. That means, well, if you can't speak Chinese well, I mean, you wouldn't have to worry. At least you wouldn't have a problem understanding the class, okay, unless you don't speak English, okay. We have an international advisory board consisting of many top-level scientists from everywhere. We've got Nobel Prize winners, okay, and I've got a lot of comedians as well. So Christina Moberg, for instance, okay, she's a member of the Royal Swedish Academy of Science, and Louise Dakota, okay, she belongs to German National Academy of Science as well. We've got a number of American accommodations, as well as a lot of Zurich, Princeton, and then Peking University as well. You know, speaking about our faculty, okay, we've got we follow the international recruitment procedure, having our staff recruited everywhere. We will evaluate our candidates with the international standard, okay, making sure that they can meet our level academically, and of course we have got personality, etc. Well, this is just a few of our faculty members, and this is me on the bottom left. Okay. In fact, 90% of our faculty members have experience of studying or working in overseas universities. We really have, we've got Professor J. Siegel, for instance, is American. We've got Peter Taylor, Professor Peter Taylor from England. We've got some Japanese faculty members, and as well as Italians, German, etc. In fact, among our 51 faculty, well, I'm not sure if this is the most up-to-date number, but among our faculty members, we've got roughly 27 or 13 of which outside China from the foreign faculty members. Wow, having everyone. We've got Korean as well as Japanese. Yeah. We've got 25 professors, and then we've got associate professors, 21, etc. We're not only having faculty members from around the world, but they are also high-level experts. Okay, I mean, even though the ones where we're having titles from the country or the national level talent, a few of them. Well, education, I guess that's what you guys all care about most. Our program currently comes in, a bachelor degrees program, master's, and PhD, of course. We have a bachelor degree in pharmaceutical science. When it comes to the master's degree, we have a pharmaceutical science, and we also have a health and pharmaceutical administration. Okay, you have a choice of similar for PhD as well. Okay. We're currently taking roughly 60 students, 60 bachelor students a year, and 80 master students, and 20 PhDs. Okay, we're all taking the pharmaceutical science, and we of course, where our masters we have a choice of other things such as medicinal chemistry, and then pharmaceutical administration, and that sort of thing. Okay, when it comes to the PhDs, we have health and pharmaceutical administration as well. We have a lot of studies where when we design our English curriculum, okay, which have reference of different top university, in China and outside China. We design our curriculum. We've got 60 of we've got more than 60 of full English courses. Okay, but I would still want to understand that we're trying to adopt the system that we like our students to have a more hands-on experience. We do experiments, we do practical, as well as the teaching, and then taking exams and all these. Okay, so we have adapted to the teaching system in Germany and Switzerland, where we increase the practical proportion to over 50%. To do this, we're reducing the number of courses and then shorten these courses length, so that we are having fewer courses for students, but we are having more times in the practical sections. So students really have the chance to do the experiments, etc. but still we're talking about more than 60 courses. For instance, me, for example, I teach calculus. I'm mainly responsible for the maths courses in the department. Okay, I teach calculus, linear algebra, and statistics to undergraduate students. And I also teach pharmaceutical statistics to graduate students as well. Okay, so we have got a lot of full English courses. Of course, you can not all of them are compulsory. So of course, you have a number of options, choices. Okay, so you don't get to see me as often. Okay, we've got textbooks from all the well-known international publishers. Okay, so you can. So we use textbooks that you would have from other university abroad. So we always can focus on students' development. We would like to see our students to develop, to improve. Okay, not so we rather than to having them sitting to exam paper and all that. We do a lot of work examples, experiment. We have got teamwork, etc. To see we can solve problems and etc. We have our practical education. Most importantly here, we are our latest. Okay, we've got a very advanced and then the up to date experiment there, even from the Nobel Prize winners. Okay, we've got we give our students to do experiments from Nobel winners like Fraser Stoddart, for instance, the winner of chemistry, Nobel Prize for chemistry in 2016. He is actually our honorary professor here. And then TJU, the Chinese scientist winning the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 2015. We like our students to do the experiments and of course to be able to express the results as well. So we do a presentation, well, in English, yes, and with our reports, and then we have all of lab reports, and we evaluate our students with these things, with experiment skills, with the lab reports, or how these things are presented. Okay, see if they can really do the basics, do the graph basics and fundamentals. Okay. We've got a picture showing these students at work, okay, and their lab reports. Okay, we even give prizes to students producing the best lab reports. Okay, nicely written by them. People often wonder. Okay, what students often wonder, what do you do like after you've graduated? Well, pharmaceutical scientists, what do you do? Well, of course, you do research. You can do research. You can go your career. You can have a research career. Okay, drug development and all that. Okay, but at the same time, we can do things like more like a financial economic side of this. After all, we are doing pharmaceutical industry as well. So we need economic experts as well as the production experts. Well, working in the industry, say how to do the produce, okay, to manufacture medicines and all that. Of course, we can talk. We have people working with the legal side of this and in the market. Remember, we have got our administration bit for our masters and PhD students. Yeah, we have people that are working in these areas as well. So you have a wide range. It's rather a wide range of choices for the career. So not really that okay. When I get my degree, I'll have to go up. But if I don't like researching, if I don't like doing experiments and all that, what do I? It's not worth it. It doesn't want to do this. Take this course. No, you have actually a lot of options available. Research, okay. Speaking of research, our department, the SPST, our discipline of pharmacy has been appraised as a key discipline in Tianjin. So one of the important subject here, major. Okay, our pharmacology and toxicology is actually ranked top 1% in the ESI rankings, and you probably are familiar with the QS World University rankings. Our pharmacy and pharmacology ranks about 251 and 300 in the world. So it's rather impressive result here. Remember our honorary professor, okay, Fraser, who got the Nobel Prize in chemistry. He received also the International Science Technology Cooperation Award of the People's Republic of China in 2018. We've got a lot of innovation, key innovation platforms. I like that. I really would like you to see if you decide to come to SPST, to a high performance computing center, high performance, but full of supercomputers, really helping us do a lot of simulations and all that. We've got the instrumental analytical center. But we've got some modern Chinese medicine resources research center as well. So, okay, yeah, we do traditional Chinese medicines as well in the department. Our research group received different, a number of grants and funding from the different programs in the country. Okay. If you're in the research field, or if you're interested, we have, as I said, traditional Chinese medicine as one. We've also got other things like chemical medicine as well as the biological medicine. And we've got a great team in pharmacoeconomics. Okay. The economy is basically, but something to do with the pharmaceutical science as well. We've got a great team. We've got great teams working in the country and outside the country, with a lot of cooperation. Internationally, for instance, we've got our Professor Gao Qingzhi, okay, working with stroke and progressive frostbite, and we have got Zhang Yan. Professor Zhang Yan. This is Professor Gao Wenyuan, working with Chinese medicines, producing Chinese medicines, and we're actually having exports to Europe. And our Professor Wu Jing, working with pharmacologies. We would like to show you how our building here, or we've got a building where we're building 24 in the Weijinlu campus, okay, in the city of Tianjin. The building has recently renovated with nice new labs and equipment, facilities, all that. Classrooms or students' facilities as well. Even our teaching lab, as well as our biology center. we've got an international joint research center for molecular science. A lot of students working there too. And that's what I was talking about, the high performance computation center. Full of supercomputers and servers and all that. Well, it's actually not that interesting to look at. International exchange, of course, we have our visitors from all over the world. Before the COVID-19, we're usually having roughly 100 per year scholars from all over the world, or inside or outside China, coming to us and giving us talks and seminars every now and then. We've got students exchange program where students go to California and UC Berkeley, like Sao Paulo, Zurich, and I had a few students. I went to Queensland in Australia as well. And of course, we've got students' activities like this and pictures. All that. We have got our this is our Professor Fraser Stoddard giving us talk here. We have good relation with the American Chemical Society. We are winning the contribution, the World International Contribution Award. And we've even got our own research journal, collaborative journal between the School of Pharmaceutical Science and Technology together with TMR Publishing, with TMR, the Traditional Medicine Research. So we've got our own international journal here. Our members receive government friendship award from China, and you can see our Premier of China here meeting Professor J. Siegel and his wife Kim, and of course we've got Fraser Stoddard again. So that's the end of my introduction here. If you enjoy this, if you like the SPST, feel free to give us an email or something if you have any questions, and we do welcome you to join us sooner or later. Thank you very much. I'll pass this back to the host. Thank you.